The next energy that Spirit brought through for tonight is this energy of what we are bringing forth from our future selves and this notion of open contact. The lyrics here, it all sounds unbelievable, but believe me, it's that simple. This open contact with Source, with our deepest of hearts, with what Spirit calls meeting an other. And, this could mean meeting another, like from other realms, coming into contact with one of our ancestors or one of our departed loved ones, or even a non-terrestrial or metaphysical being. But it can also mean meeting an other in the sense that, wow, this person like really doesn't have the same life view as I do, or man, this person and I really have polarized perspectives on this. This is another way that Spirit is speaking to meeting an other, that we are required now to step into common ground, that it is only through finding common ground and no longer clinging to these limited perspectives that we will find humanity's success. So if we are still holding our arm out and saying like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this, or I can't believe that, regarding another or a belief system or a set of perspectives, we are encouraged right now to notice when we are making those life calls, if you will, and instead step onto common ground. And what Spirit calls into the unknown, that we are making a connection with a higher level of consciousness. So we're going to begin to see things on Earth change as more and more people begin to shed these denser energies, or they simply leave the planet because their souls are not in alignment with where the consciousness of the planet is going, which is this expanded, deeper, higher level of consciousness that allows us to connect with everyone and everything. And the most beautiful part about this consciousness is that we no longer then want to harm ourselves or another, because we can feel it at the deepest level as if we are harming our own soul, our own self. Now, of course, Spirit brings this back around to this facing our greatest fears. And we've talked, in fact, if you've had mentorship or readings with me, we often talk individually about this greatest hits timeline, this little phrase that Spirit uses to describe us going through bringing into this timeline that we're currently in all of the experiences that we've ever had from any other time and place. And some of these hits, being the greatest hits, like our best album, our best songs, and others being like our greatest hits, like, oof, these things that we have to overcome through connecting with this higher level of consciousness, which will allow us then to face our greatest fears. And one thing Spirit wants us to know right now is if we're experiencing this, we have everything we need within us to face these fears. So even though, I'm going to hit a mic here. I think someone's got their mic on. Even though we feel like overwhelmed in the moment from these situations, Spirit wants us to know that no energy that is coming to us or through us is beyond what we are capable of not only controlling, but harnessing and moving through us. So we are experiencing transformation in this process, and we are opening ourselves up for deeper contact with Source. We're encouraged to pay attention and begin noticing the nuanced messages that we are receiving in our weave. So what is speaking to us? What is activated in our external life from what we might call the mundane or the details? And what are the nuanced messages that we're receiving? And beginning to write them down if this is somewhat new to us, because it will tell a story and it will bring us even closer to our own interior realms and to our personal intimate connection with Source. And so the final lyrics for this part of this reading of Open Contact were, "It's like I can feel the blessings coming my way." So even though we are dealing with this primal fear and the paralyzation of will that comes from this, Spirit is encouraging us to step out of our comfort zone, to think outside of the box, to meet an other, and to step onto common ground with someone or something that we may not, on the linear mental level, find we have a lot in common with, but that it is only through finding this common ground and no longer clinging to our limited perspectives that we are truly going to find success.